What is going on, people? Joey Talks Boxing. Another video. I want to talk about Ryan Garcia versus Rolando Romero, a.k.a. Rolly. Romero, a.k.a. Rolly. Going into this fight, I thought Rolly had almost no chance. And it's not because Ryan is so good. It's because I looked at Rolly like, this guy is not a good boxer. He only got this opportunity because of the fact that he talks a lot of trash. And they look at him as an easy win. Gervonta Davis knocked him out. Isaac Cruz knocked him out. This is an easy win. You beat Rolly and you go to Devin. Basically a tune-up fight. And Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez was also basically a tune-up fight in a different way. Now, Devin Haney didn't look great versus Jose Ramirez, but he won the fight clearly. All right, whatever. Boring fight. Who cares? Then we get to the main event. And by the way, I want to give Teofimo Lopez a shout-out versus Arnold Barboza. He looks sensational, and Teofimo Lopez is the goods. He's the real deal. Definitely on the pound-for-pound top 10 list. That guy, that was his best performance of his career. He looked great. Only thing I would say, he doesn't have that same knockout power at 140 that he had at 135, but I would favor Teofimo to beat anybody at 140 right now. They were even talking about a fight between him and Jaron Ennis at 47, so that's crazy. I want to talk about Ryan Garcia versus Rolly. Rolly's working with Salas now. He's not working with Bullet anymore. He fought a much more disciplined and technical fight than I've ever seen him before. He was feinting. He was boxing. He wasn't just looking for the big punch. He wasn't just loading up. And he did improve a lot. I got to give him his credit. So the first round goes, whatever. Neither guy's doing much. We could give it to whoever. It doesn't make a difference. Then that second round, Ryan leans in like he tends to do. Rolly hits him with the big left hook and then an additional left hook. Ryan hits the canvas. His chin has always been an issue. His defense has always been poor, Ryan. He leaves his chin in the air too long, and it made him pay. But at this point, Ryan, he gets up, he recovers, he's fine. He's not in any real, danger of being stopped. It's not like he was like dazed and like he was, had the, not wind knocked, like, his equilibrium was gone. Like he was good. He was able to continue. He was fine. Comes back, wins a few more rounds. And to be honest with you, I felt like Rolly in that instance in rounds 3, 4, and 5, he gave up a good opportunity to really put it on Ryan because at that point, I felt like he was giving away rounds, Rolly. But then after like round 6, Rolly just won basically every single round for the rest of the fight. And it wasn't that Rolly was doing anything so spectacular because his work rate wasn't that high. He was just feinting, he was countering, he was punching, boxing. And Ryan Garcia looked like someone that did not want to be there. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the New York thing. Maybe it was in the Times Square card, which was an amazing idea. Whoever thought of that to pull that off. They got out of the cars. Tio came out in a taxi. Rolly came out in his car. The low ride. It was cool. The whole thing was a great idea. But Ryan Garcia looked like he didn't want to be there. And I think it made me think, if you're Ryan Garcia, you don't really want to be there. You have Derek James. He's pleading with Ryan Garcia. He's saying, like, we worked so hard for this. Like, you're just going to let all this go away? We worked for a year to be training and training and training. It reminded me a little bit of when he was talking to Charlo, trying to get him to, be more into that Canelo fight, even though that was just a money grab for Charlo. He knew he wasn't going to be able to win that fight. But Ryan just didn't want to be there. He didn't want to pull the trigger. He didn't want to risk getting knocked out. And people are going to say, oh, well, when he got knocked down, he never really wanted to risk getting knocked out again. When he got knocked down versus Luke Campbell, he got up the canvas in round 2, just like this fight where he got off the canvas in round 2. And he proceeded to fight and go on and knock out Luke Campbell. When he got knocked down in round 2 versus Gervonta Davis, that round 2 seems to always, be a problem for Ryan Garcia. But he got back up and fought again, on and on and on, until eventually he got dropped again. And then he took a knee and then he quit. The difference between those fights and this fight is that he needed those fights. And that's what I think people are not understanding. When he fought Luke Campbell, he needed that fight because if he would lose to Luke Campbell, his career would be taken, a notch down. If he would lose to Gervonta, took a notch down. Had he beaten Gervonta, he would have been up here. This fight versus Rolly, even if he loses this fight to Rolly, in the back of Ryan Garcia's mind, he knows he'll still get the fight with Devin Haney. Why wouldn't they do the fight? What's the difference? Everyone still wants to see it. People still want to see Devin Haney get his revenge on Ryan. People still want to see if Ryan can beat Devin Haney. The fight's still huge. It reminded me of Mayweather and Zab Judah when they agreed to the fight. And then Zab Judah had lost to Baltimore. They still did the Mayweather-Judah fight. You know, Canelo Triple G3, they had agreed to the fight. Canelo lost to Dimitri Bivol. They still did the fight. So at that point, if you know in the back of your head that you're still going to get the fight with Devin Haney, what does Ryan Garcia have left to fight? The money's there. The second fight is going to be there. You know, the money-wise, you're good. And at that point, it really comes down to your pride. And guess what? Ryan Garcia doesn't have any pride. He really doesn't. I mean, what pride does a guy have who quits, takes steroids, misses weight, goes on all these ridiculous, rants and just acts crazy all the time, disrespecting people. But then at the end of it, he gets to say, "I'm a changed man. I found God. I'm a good guy now." All of a sudden, the guy has no pride. The guy has no character. So this fight versus Rolly, it meant nothing. He even said afterwards it felt like a sparring session. That's what it was to him. Just a glorified sparring session. Okay, I lost to Rolly. Big deal. Who cares? He doesn't care. His fans are still going to watch his fight versus Devin Haney. So that's what it just comes down to. Ryan Garcia, he just had no pride, man. Been out the ring for a year. What he thought would be an easy night, it turned out to be a tough fight, and he wasn't willing to bite down. And he's like Tank versus Roach in the sense that they made too much money, and they don't have that same dog anymore unless it's a really, really big fight. Then I think he will. Like, if that was versus Devin Haney and he got knocked down there, I think then he would have fought like it was the biggest deal in the world. But, like, what is the, like, so he lost to Rolly. Okay, some people make some jokes, some people make some memes. In Ryan's mind, he's like, I still got paid. I'm still going to do the fight with Devin Haney, and I'm still Ryan Garcia. So that's the reason he doesn't fight hard, because he has no pride. And his fans are still going to support him regardless. I don't really get how people who are above the age of 14 are fans of this dude, but that's just me. Let me know what you guys think. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace, and congratulations to Rolly on shocking the world. And he even looked like he cared. He was just like, all right, yeah, I won, like, whatever. And it's funny because going into the ring, I remember telling my brother, like, he don't even look like he wants to be there, Rolly. Like, I don't know what he viewed this as, but congrats, he won, and he'll probably get some big payday after this, whether that's a rematch with Ryan Garcia or maybe a fight with Conor Ben. I don't know. Maybe Conor Ben and Ryan Garcia should just fight. They're both steroid users, and they both have fan bases, and they both have some power. I don't know. But that's what I think. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.